Right guys, today we're down here at Simpson Valley. We're on the Upper Fuzzy Lake today, doing some pike fishing with a little bit of carp on the side, but we're mainly after the pike today. I've got Lee with me, which is over there. Yeah, and we've come down here today, got some dead baits out, throwing a couple lures around, and we've got a carp rod out on the side. We'll be switching between obviously dead bait and lure fishing because you're only allowed 2 rods down here, which is fine. Yeah, and we'll see how we get on. Fingers crossed we snag a couple, because there are going to be some big pike in here, up to around £25, and some carp just over 30. We're only down here for the day today, but let's see how we get on. Right guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run you through some of the tactics. I'll show you them later. But on my right hand rod, I'm obviously fishing for pike. I've got a dead bait. I've got some mackerel and mackerel fillet. I was going to go for a whole mackerel or sardine, but when we got to the fishmongers today, they were quite low on what they had, so we had to go what we could get. Mackerel fillet out there, just waddled under a float, literally just off the bottom, so it's just kind of catching bottom, but still obviously mobile, so I want to try and cover a bit of water. And on the left one, I'm just fishing a little PVA mesh bag, a pellet, with the Bailey's Baits Pineapple Express 11mm pop-up on a spinner rig, coated in the Jungle Juice Corder Goo. That seems to be what's doing it for me recently. Kind of my favourite combo at the minute. And Lee just nearly got snagged. But yeah, so that's what I'm working with. Lee's running something very similar. He's not got a dead bait out in the minute. He's lure fishing. At least then we can kind of tell what they're after. If obviously I get something on dead bait, he'll switch over, or vice versa with the lures. So let's see how it goes. Hey, Lee's in. Lee's in. By the looks of it, that'll be a new PB.
Oh, for the size of that boy.
Nice one, the first one. Well, first proper one. Leaving that away with all this. Look at that. Oh, there he is. How's that, boy? Let's go. That's definitely a PB for you, mate. That is definitely a PB. Here we go. So that's Lee's pike.
What a booty.
What an absolute unit, mate. I'll tell you what, that's a PB and a half, isn't it, for you?
It is, mate.
I mean, considering his what, before this was like £1, £2? That
The size of the head on the cunt.
is beautiful.
That out the way.
There we go.
Finally, Bill is in.
Yeah, I'm in. It's the other side of the lake, but literally just put it out there. Put it on his head. But yeah, I walked over to go sort something out with the GoPro, you know. Look back and my float was bobbing. And then it disappeared. So let's have a look at the side here. It was alright, nothing massive, but yeah. It's starting to get your arc going down. Don't get in there, don't get in there.
Oh, he's alright.
Not bad. So that's you.
Probably the same one.
Yeah. Go grab in there.
Oh, he's gone straight away.
I'm not very happy with me.
Yeah, Bill.
There we go.
Sorted, boy.
Can't complain about that. £8.9. Get another one. So I don't know if you guys can see, but my float is in there, in the little cove on the back side of the island. Doesn't look like it, but it does curve around on the inside of there. And then Lee is fishing about 3/4 of the way across out there. We've been trying all sorts of different spots. Lee had his from just down in close around here, well, about 1/3 of the way out. And then I had my one that you would have seen right at the back by the tree over there. So we're changing it up, trying to find some different spots, and we'll see how we go. Right guys, so I've just decided to have a little bit of a move. Coming towards the end part of the session now. Obviously we both had one, and some nice fish, not too bad to be honest. We haven't really caught massive pike before. We do a lot of lure fishing and that from recently, up Tiverton, and that's smaller pike. So £10 was obviously his PB. £8 wasn't my PB, but it's my second biggest. I've had one at 10 before, on this lake actually, while I was fishing for carp. It was a weird one. But yeah, so I've swapped spots and I'll let you have a look. I'm just in there. Just where these two islands meet. So you've got your first island here. It comes up, and there's just a little passageway between the first one and the second one. So there's the second one. And I was just in there. I'm drifting out there slowly, but I'll put it back in there in a minute. So one of the main things I like to do, guys, when I'm pike fishing, lure fishing or dead bait, comes without saying on those anyway, that you want to keep mobile. But it's the same with dead baiting really. And you got to think about it. If you're putting a dead bait around pike, at the end of the day, if you've got a hungry pike in your area and you've got a dead bait out, it will soon find it. If you've been in a spot for 10, 15, say 20 minutes max, and you haven't had a bite, chances are there's no pike willing to feed in that area. So I'd recommend moving personally. That's what I try to do anyway. Even if you're in the same swim and you're just changing different spots from where you're casting to, but I'd recommend a move. You can always leave it there and wait for a pike to come along. It will happen, you will catch them. But personally, I like to go out and find them. I feel it gives me the best chance of catching as many as possible if I go out and try and find them. But yeah, so that's a little tip for you there, guys. Right, so I've moved again. Was in the spot between the two islands, and now I'm fishing to a little overhang and walk bridge, just in the corner by the island. Nice and structured over there. There's quite a lot of roots growing out of the water and trees overhanging. Plus you've got the walk bridge there for a bit of shelter from. Pike do like shelter. They like areas where they're gonna be able to sit, wait and ambush. They obviously do go out and hunt for them, but they will sit, lie and wait and attack prey when they least expect it. So nice structured areas is always a good point if it is starting to get really cold. Obviously deeper water, and pike do like deep water anyway. But that's a couple of other tips for whereabouts to find them. I'd say structure, sheltered areas, and obviously deep water. So here's spot number 2, as I was saying. Tie up to the island, got a little walk bridge that goes across there. Plenty of overgrown roots coming out of the water there as well. Right, so tip when it actually comes to getting a bite. When you get a bite, obviously there's many different ways that they're going to take the bait. Obviously, if you're fishing with a full fish, like a sardine, sprat, mackerel, something like that, they normally do tend to take it from the head first. It's just a predatory thing for the pike. The majority of the time they're going to try and take it head first if they can. And what you'll find is you'll have different registrations on your float for different things that they're trying to do. So as a pike is trying to turn a bait, as they're turning bait in their mouth, you'll find you get a lot of sharp jolts. So that's how you can tell that's how you can wait while it's turning in its mouth, because you're probably not going to get a deep hook pike if it's turning, obviously. So that's why I tend to wait till the turning's finished before I strike. I normally, on average, especially around this time, it has come into November now, but it's not too cold. It's still about 12 degrees. I normally say 5 seconds, maybe 10. I don't like waiting 10. Absolutely horrifies me. Worst thing you could ever have is a deep hook pike. I'd rather strike early, miss, not catch a fish, but know the fish is swam off safe, than catch one and the fish not go back for someone else to catch another day. I could not stomach that. That'd kill me. But yeah, obviously as it gets colder and colder, I will wait later and later, but I try not to push my luck. It's one of the things, obviously the colder it gets, the less they're going to move, so the less likely they are to get deep hooked. But just keep your wits about you. If you just get a deep plunge and they're starting to walk away with it. And then they might have grabbed it from head first and they might be walking away. But yeah, you've got to watch what the float's doing to try and understand what's happening underwater. Alright, so there's another tip for you guys, alright? Here's the next spot. Not too bad. Obviously I'm right in underneath the overhanging tree there, as tight as I can get up to the island there. Got a nice set of snags there to the left as well. So that's the sort of thing you want to be looking for. Not saying I'm going to catch from it, but I'm saying it's a good starting point if you can't see any other fish showing, or any small fry jumping or anything like that, or even a pike jump. These are the sort of areas that you're going to want to start. And as you see on this side of the lake, we have a wild limb roe in his natural habitat. Mainly hunting for pike, but also does have a hankering to try and catch a carp today. So let's see how he provides his catch. Hello guys, welcome back. We're here again at Simpson Valley. You'll see earlier in the video that me and Lee were here. We thought we'd pop back down here again, see if we can get a few more pike. And we are down here for Caleb's birthday today. He's off lure fishing.
Big man is lure fishing for some pike. Fingers crossed he gets one today for his birthday bash.
Fingers crossed he can grab a PB, because there's definitely a potential of that in here today. So yeah, we'll keep you guys updated. We've got a rod out each for pike and a rod out each for carp as well.
Yeah,
because there are some good carp in here.
Yeah, I couldn't come here and knock off the carp. There's a 30-pound ghostie in here, which
Definitely beckons your name, doesn't it? It definitely does beckon your name.
I just want it.
Not only a 30-pound ghostie, that's something special, that is. So
the weather isn't the best for fishermen, but it's not too bad for fish. So fingers crossed we
got to brave the elements to get the rewards, haven't you? So
exactly.
Fingers crossed. We'll keep you updated. Right?
Rewards are out there.
Exactly.
Yeah, fish on.
Fish on.
Fish on.
Ready. Yeah, fish on. Fish on. Sweet.
Nice. Here we go.
It's a long wait. Finally, my float disappeared. Finally, I was actually just doing some float fishing. I didn't actually realise it had gone the last second. And yeah.
Oh, he looks a big
It
one.
looks like a nice one actually.
He does look like a big one.
I'm passing that here. Yeah, that's on the good old sardine. I have to say that's my favourite bait by far. I always find for pike. Whoa! Look at that.
Holy.
That is a pike. Whoa, that's a nice pike.
It's a big one.
That's a nice pike.
Mate, look what colour of it is. It's like a purple colour.
Oh, there we go.
Mate, you caught it literally.
That's first treble. The other one's further down.
Nothing's down yet.
Right guys, nice one to start the session off with. £10.11. That right there is a new PB for me, that is. What an absolute cracker. Took that on a sardine. Put him back and see if we can grab another one. Right, little update guys. I've obviously just had that one, new PB. £10.11, can't complain.
Going for the big boys.
And I'm the only one that's caught so far. Lee did lose one earlier at his feet, which was a shame. Fingers crossed, I'm hoping Caleb gets one. Obviously it's his birthday and he does love pike, that's why we're out pike fishing. So fingers crossed he does, and it should be a new PB for him too. So all we can do is reset the baits, keep it going, and keep trying new spots. We'll see if we can find them. But I'll show you them across the lake in a minute. And yeah, I've got two rods, one for carp, one for pike. So is Liam. Caleb's got two out for pike, and Lee's got one of each as well. So there we go. There they are. Across the way there. It's the Blanking Club over there, that's what that is. Hey, the birthday boy's in. Guess what? Oh, look at him then.
That's classy.
Yeah?
Yeah, mate, he's thick.
Oh, it is a nice one. Nice.
Beautiful colours, stunning.
There we go, and he's in. Nice. Yeah, boy.
Yes.
Oh, he is a nice one. Very nice. Get him, bro. Have some of that, mate. Let's have it.
Mate. Birthday pike is nothing better.
No, there really isn't. Let's get him on the bank and see what he's like.
Yeah, boy.
There we go. Caleb with his pike.
Yes.
Can't complain on that for a birthday pike, can you, mate?
No, I can't. No, £10.14 it was.
Yeah, you just done me over
Yeah, just done me over.
by a couple of ounces, but look at that.
He is.
What a beauty.
He is absolutely
Let's get him back, innit?
stunning. Yeah.
And see if you can catch his bigger and better granddad. How about that?
Yeah. See if I can get his granddad. Give it a kick.
Gentle, go down there and salt.
Gentle jump.
Get on, bro. Yes. Let's have another one.